When we value, then we see two things: free cash flow to firm and free cash flow to equity. In my respectful submission, free cash flow to equity is the total amount which is available to a firm to distribute amongst its shareholders. Having said that, it is up to that organization whether they would distribute to the shareholders or they will keep for their research and development, merger and acquisitions, and many other purposes. But the biggest question when it comes to valuation of a corporation, because we must understand that free cash flow to equity is a fundamental measure, which means it is based on numbers. And more importantly, at any given point of time, free cash flow to equity includes change in non cash working capital. Very respectful submission is we believe that the definition of working capital is equals to current asset minus current liabilities. But respectfully, this definition is not always correct. Because when we value a company, we value on a non cash working capital, which means all the cash and cash equivalent out of the working capital of this so and so company based on so and so country would exclude out. And the non cash elements stay. So, example, I'm having a trade receivable book of $5 billion. But is this whole book is non-cash? No. We have a thing called aging. 0 to 90 days of the receivables. I repeat, 0 to 90 days of the receivable is titled as cash and cash equivalent. Because whether it is factoring or forfeiting depends, they can easily be done with. As we proceed higher, the factoring and forfeiting is tough. Please note tough, not impossible. That's very important to understand. Henceforth, when it comes to the non-cash element in a working capital, this is a fundamental metric. That is why free cash flow to equity is also important.